Alright y'all, so let's get started. I'm taking the BW2 Clairol bleaching powder as well as some 40 developer, and I'm just going to mix that up and I'm going to start bleaching my bundles and my closure. And the hair I'm going to be using today is from the xo.chioma collection. Of course, I'm using 2 bundles of the Indian straight hair with a matching closure, all 12-inch. And this hair is so pretty, y'all. I'll put the link in the description box where you can find bundles and also order wig constructions. As you can see, I'm bleaching the closure, making sure to leave probably like 1.5 inches at the top so it'll be black roots into like the red color that I want. Here I'm bleaching my bundles and I'm just making sure to thoroughly coat the hair and make sure that every inch is covered. And like the closure, I'm leaving about 1.5 inches black so that I kind of have like the whole look of black roots. So to achieve my perfect red color, I used 3 shades from Adore. I used Intense Red, Magenta, and lastly a little dash of Fiesta Fusion, and I stirred that all together, and it just, in my opinion, gives you the most perfect, vibrant, wearable, everyday red. And finally, it's time to make our wig. Taking a make your own wig cap that I got from the beauty supply store and some safety pins. I'm just going to go ahead and place the very top of my closure. I like to leave a tad bit of hair over the wig cap so that I can have baby hairs. And I just pin it and make sure that it's lined up straight and perfectly. Here you can see me pulling it down a little bit. Ignore my little broke ass nail. I don't even know how it broke, but of course it broke right before I had to film. But that's what I'm doing right now, as you can see. I recommend that you take your time because this step is really important. If you don't get it nice and straight and make sure that it's flat, you will have a closure that is crooked and bumpy, and sis, it's not going to look good, trust me. So now we are sewing our closure down. As you can see, I'm going right through the closure and the cap, and I make a knot in the beginning. And I form a little knot with my thread, just to make sure that it's in place and very secure. And once you have that first starting knot, you can go ahead and start sewing regularly and just continue to sew through the closure and the cap. Once you have your closure secure, you're going to go ahead and start your track. So as you can see, I'm putting the thread right through the track first, and then I'm sewing it onto my cap. And I start at the very nape of the neck to make sure that the hair will be full all around. I didn't double my tracks just because this is a blunt bob cut, so I just single tracked. I cut my wefts as well, and I placed my tracks very close to each other just so it'll be full without me having to double track. And there's nothing worse than, in my opinion, than a thick ass bob. I just don't think that looks good. So by me just going single tracking and equally spreading out my wefts, it'll look a lot better. And I'm just sewing from here on out. So I'm placing my tracks from ear to ear, and when you sew, make sure that your track is nice and flat so your construction will come off very seamless and the wig will not even look like a wig. It'll look like real hair. Once you get up to the closure, it's very important to take your track and put your thread through the track, the closure, and the cap. This is to kind of just piece everything together and make it one whole unit. And basically that's how you're going to sew until you finish off the closure. So now that our wig is done, we're going to go ahead and cut and get our beautiful bob cut. I'm just taking some shears and a comb, and I'm just honestly just cutting all around, hoping for the best. I use my comb as a guide, so that really helped. Just take your comb and get it to where you want it to be and cut right underneath the comb. You can see how flat the wig is and how perfect my part is. I didn't customize my parting on camera, but if you guys want, I can do a separate video on that. But look at the body on this wig. It's so pretty. I'm obsessed with it. And now I'm just bumping the ends a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you leave a comment.